Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your practice and to your space. And just as you settle in and you take in your space, just to feel in for a moment anything you're feeling. Yes. So I feel we're going to do some grounding. And all right, I think that's all I'm going to say about the practice. We'll just let it unfold. So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Yes. And let's just start from here. So place your hands wherever you like. I just took them to the heart. I think I'm going to leave them there. But you can put them down on your thighs or bring your hands together, whatever you like. And just settle into your seat. Take an inhale to lengthen and an exhale to drop in. And just sit for a few moments. Just feeling into your breath. Feeling into anything you are aware of. As you bring your attention a little bit more deeply inside. Feeling the flow of your breath, this transfer of energy from outside to inside and inside to outside. And take one more moment, soften anything you can. Breathe into what you can. And acknowledge what you can, what is here. We'll open this practice and I'm just going to chant one Om to begin. Just one. So we'll start with a nice big inhale. Release this completely. Inhale fully. Finish. Just releasing your chin. Take your hands to your thighs. Just pause here for a moment. Settling in, one more breath. And lifting your chin and opening your eyes. Okay. All right. So we're going to start standing. And I'm just going to move back. So still can't see. After 2.5 years, I still haven't figured out how to put the whole body in. So we're just going to stand for a moment. And once you get up, just put your mind in your feet. You can rock front to back a little bit or turn your ankles in and out, like bounce your knees. Just take a moment here to feel yourself come to the standing position. Notice where your hands are. Notice anything you can tap into, weight more on one side, hips jutting forward, or coming back, just looking for balance. And we'll just take one more breath just as you are. And on the next inhale, we're going to reach the arms out and up. And just take them straight up for a few moments and be here in your expanding capacity. Get a little longer, a little stronger, a little more connected. Close your eyes if you like, and you start to feel the balance, the shifting. Soften the shoulders a little bit. You don't have to pull them down, but just let them move in their sockets gently with the breath. Just a nice big breath in. Bring your palms together, bring them all the way down through the midline, and then just release the arms by your side. Just feel the ascension in your body. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, ground into your feet, strengthen your legs. Maybe take the belly in and inhale, sweep the arms back up. And stay here. One more breath. We'll take it to a side bend. We'll release the left hand onto the left side waist. And if you need to step your legs wider apart, do that. Make it comfortable. Inhale, reach up through the right arm. And exhale, start to crescent over to the left side. And let this, be fluid. You can come up as you inhale, come back as you exhale. I'm just going to do 3 breaths here, so you can stay in it, you can move it. Inhale, rise up, lift the left arm back up. Exhale, palms together, right down through the midline. Bow your chin, release your arms, pause. Inhale, sweep your arms up, lengthen through your legs. Exhale, right hand to your hip. Inhale, reach up through the left side, and you find what you need here. If you need to close your eyes to feel a little bit more deeply, do that. And if you need to move with your breath, do that. And you just hang out. Inhale, come up, lift the right arm up. Exhale, palms together, down through the midline. Release your arms, breathe. Okay, one more side bend. So maybe you separate the feet apart, do a little bit of whatever you need to do here just to get into the legs. Okay, and the feet comfortable distance apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Palms touch. As you exhale, bring them down, but keep them together in front of the heart. Stay here as you inhale and lift your heart. Interlace your fingers as you exhale, press the palms down. Inhale, sweep these arms straight out in front of you and up. If you need to bend your elbows, you do that. Otherwise, we're going to inhale, press up. And exhale, press into the left. You jut your hips to the right. And inhale, come up. And exhale over to the right. We'll do one more time each side. So inhale up and exhale over. And back over to the right. And then come up through your center. Bring the palms together and exhale all the way down through the midline. Release the arms by your side. Pause. Do the second side. So we'll begin by inhaling, sweep up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring them down. Stay here as you inhale. Press into the feet, lift the heart. As you exhale, opposite, interlace the fingers. Press down through the palms. Inhale, sweep up. Then to modify it as you need, take your next inhale to lengthen, strengthen your legs in some way, exhale to the right. Inhale up and exhale over. Anything shift, just getting into this body in a gentle way, connecting to the earth, to the energy above. Now as you exhale, palms together. Bring them all the way down. We're coming for first forward fold. You just go all the way down. Okay. If you need your blocks, bring them in. Bend your knees. Separate your feet. Find a way in. How can you get in here? And I know some of you are dealing with, you can't drop your head too much. So the blocks with the head lifted. Let me see, can I melt into the waist? Find what you need here. Otherwise, maybe hands to the floor, let your head go. Rock your hips a little bit if that would feel good, or bend one knee, the other. And take one more breath. We're going to round up. So sit down in the legs, drop the hips, and let your arms dangle or take your hands to your thighs. And then slowly roll up so you feel that the legs are lifting you. The head is the last thing to come up, and then we're just going to be here for a moment. So any dizziness can dissipate. Good. Okay, inhale, reach your arms out to the sides, reach up. Pause, breathe. Good. Okay, last one, inhale. Exhale, open the arms out to the side this time, bend your knees, sit down in your legs. And then take those hands to the blocks or to the floor. Come back to your forward fold for a moment. Okay, with your blocks or hands, you're just going to come forward a little bit with your hands. So this half, not really downward dog at all. Heels are still on the floor, but it's not really forward fold. And then we're just going to rock front to back. Just taking the shoulders over the wrists and sending the hips back. Just moving a little bit here. Maybe connect to the hands, the feet, anything else you're feeling. Okay, I see you. All right, and then from here, friends, yogi's choice, either downward dog or child's pose. And I'll say this too, a nice thing, if you need a moment, it's just to sit. And let's be here in wherever shape you're in. So if you're in downward dog, maybe you're moving it a little. Getting into the breath, into your stability and into your strength. Come onto your hands and your knees. If you're in child's pose, come on up. And if you're in downward dog, come on down. I'm going to grab a little blanket just to put underneath the knees if you need that. Put a little support. You could have your blocks if you like that. We're going to start with cat-cow, just so you know. You might not need your blocks. Okay, separate your knees a little bit, tuck your toes under, spread your fingers. And let's just find neutral for a moment. So what is, in between cat and cow? So just feel for yourself, lengthening the back of the neck. So the back of the head is in line. You have to draw your belly in a little bit. And some of you might even need to drop it. Just feel. Take one more breath. Moving into your cat and cow. And just moving the spine, shoulders, hips, head, the breath. Let's really be in this. So if you like to close your eyes and go there, otherwise the eyes stay soft. Let's just do one or two more. And find neutral. And put the tops of the feet on the floor. And walk the knees forward a little bit so I can sit on the heels. And if that's, if that's not your happy, make it whatever you need to. So just turn your palms up, drop your gaze down the bridge of your nose, maybe even drop your jaw. Tongue can rest just behind the front top teeth. Breathing in and out through your nose, lift your heart. Okay. Your wrists to shake if you need to. I'm going to come back onto the hands and knees. This time I'm going to use the blocks. I'll just adjust the camera. Yes, kitties. Okay. Find your way. You might lift your right knee up and then set it down. We're not actually on the knee. It's more of like where the thigh and knee kind of connect. You just kind of be wherever. That might not happen for you. It's okay. Just take a moment and breathe. And then we're just going to stretch it back. So I have the right toes tucked under. You can put your blocks on a higher height. You can pull them back. You find a way to support yourself here. I'm just going to anchor that left heel, pull the hips back, breathe. Breath. Okay, we're going to come back into the bent knees. So place your blocks. Sole of the left foot comes down. And now this is me dropping my hips forward. I'm going to pull them back a little. It's like there's a string on my tailbone. It's just lifting it up. That's cute. Okay, I just can see it. Keep the right hand on the block. left hand to the thigh and twist. And open your right shoulder. Good. And then once you've got the twist, if you want to come forward, with the hips, then you move in slow. Good. I'm going to reach the left arm up. And now I'm going to lift the right knee. So that's also yogi's choice. Wing that left arm back, see if I can move a little deeper. Right off the bat. Okay, and then slowly release all those parts. So maybe the left hand comes down first, then the knee, then the hips come back, and the knees come together. Now I'm going to tuck the toes under, move the hips back, and you can keep your hands to support, or you come right up to sit. Again, turn your palms up, gaze down the bridge of your nose. Breathe in and out through the nose. One more breath. Okay. And we come back to hands and knees with the blocks and yogi's choice. Bring the knees together. Toes are tucked under, and the right foot is going to step to the outside of this right block. And then once you're in it, come forward and lift the knee just to reset. And then we're just going to take a few breaths here. So feel like, do I need to bring the tush back? Is that happier? That brings the thigh bones back a little bit. So if I drop the hips, the thigh bones are dropping forward. So you'll feel what feels more free. Okay. And then shift your hips back and straighten the leg and lifted the sole of the right foot. I'm going to anchor the heel down and then breathe into whatever is happening, whatever you're feeling. Take one more breath. And we'll come back to the lunge and we're going to find the twist. So I might keep my tush back, hips back here. Keep the left hand on the block, right hand to the thigh, and you start to twist. And then you go, okay, can I drop more into this? Is that good for me? Maybe not, maybe yes. And the right arm can lift. Now I'm going to lift the back knee. Yogi's choice, swing that arm back. Open yourself here through your strength, through your capacity to expand. Fill the shape. Good. And then release. Maybe hands to blocks first. Knee, hips, knees together. Now I'm going to move into child's pose. So the knees will open, tops of the feet to the floor, take the hips. And you can keep your hands on the blocks or tuck a block under your forehead. And be very nurturing with what you need. And then just really let your head go. I have mine lifted just for sound, but let your head go. Let your jaw go. Let your heart go. And then we'll inhale, and we're going to come back up to hands and knees just to move on to the belly. So I'll move the blocks out of the way. I'm going to do this through plank. So I'm walking my knees back just to set up. You can just come straight down onto your tummy or find your plank. Push down into your hands. Lift your heart. Lift your head. Lift your belly. You can even lift your hips. Maybe you need that. Good. One more breath. And then we'll lower down. So knees first, chest first, whatever you like. Come all the way down onto your tummy. And then once you get down, you can prop your head up. I'm just going to be lying on our bellies for a few moments. Let yourself go here as much as you can. Feel your breath, your heartbeat. Okay, tuck the toes under. You can keep your head down. I'm just going to press your heels away from you so that maybe the thighs lift. And we'll just rock the heels side to side a few times. So the toes stay on the floor, just like you're listening to some awesome music on your tummy. Good. Okay. And then from here now, just widen your legs apart. And you might have to kind of wiggle your hips to get the thighs happy. And then we'll bend the knees and let the feet just drop to their, like the left foot drops to the left side, right foot to the right side. You change the placement of your hands, put the other hand on top. And just breathe into the space that's being opened here as much as you can. Okay, and then we'll just start to windshield wiper these feet. So they both are going to the same side now, side to side. We're going to start to circle them. So whenever you're ready, maybe it's an egg beater circle. Keeping your breath nice and relaxed, just massaging the tops of the thighs as you shift a little bit side to side, and then change direction. So I say egg beater. If you're moving them both in a circle, that's okay too. Let's find a little bit of movement opening here. Good. Okay. We'll bring the feet together. Pause. We're going to move into Sphinx, and you can keep your feet bent, but if that's too much for your back, then straighten your legs again. We'll just put the forearms down, palms down, and move the shoulders back. And then just press into from the shoulders to the elbows. Start to drop your head, your jaw. Anchor the forearms and the hands to the floor and just gently push the floor away. That's going to take the belly in. You might be able to drop the head a little more. The shoulders away from your ears, just open space for the neck and the head. Okay, if you need to protect your back, you just pull the belly in. And keep the face soft, breathe. Keep the lift of the chest by anchoring into the elbows. One more breath here. And very consciously lay yourself back down. And this time as you come down, I'm not going to let the head, I'm just going to keep the face just hovering from the floor. Bring your hands into Cobra position. So they're underneath the shoulders or back a little bit. Spread your fingers. Lift your shoulders. So you're not doing anything but just lifting your shoulders. Bring the shoulder blades together, the elbows in. And then just start to lift the back of your head. Your legs can be straight. I'm keeping mine bent, but that doesn't need to be. It's more about just lifting the back of the neck. Feeling your heart lift, back of the head, lifting. So it's a little baby cobra. And then if you feel like you can take your hands off the floor, go there. Spread your fingers. Breathe. One more moment. Okay, set your hands on the floor. Lower yourself down. And separate the legs. And just find your windshield wiper. Again, my face is just hovering above the floor. Your eyes can be closed. Good. Okay. All right, we're going to keep the right leg bent. I'm going to straighten out the left leg, and I'll tuck the toes under. Just press through the heel just to set the knee nice. Top of the left foot on the floor. And from here, I'm going to take that right foot over to the left side. You can push into your right hand. Take this little twist. Let the left leg turn too. So you're almost on your left side, if that is there. And then come back. So you're moving in a very nice, compassionate way. Change legs. Go to the other side. Just feel where is your capacity to expand. So we're just moving side to side. Not moving super fast. Experiencing everything that's happening. Good. We're going to do one more on each side. Good. Okay. And then you'll bring yourself back. It's just lying on your tummy. You can support your head, or maybe you extend your arms. Maybe the palms come together and the head drops, almost like this pencil dive. Or pencil float, whatever it was called in the Red Cross swimming lessons. And just breathe into your length. Get one more breath. Okay. And then from here, so if your arms are stretched straight, Just anchor into the floor with your hands, the outer edge of your baby finger of your hands. Lift your head. And this is a pose, kind of pull the arms back and come up a little more if that's there. Otherwise, we're going to come into Cobra. So if you're here, great, it's already happening. And then find your placement of your hands. Spread your fingers, maybe lengthen your legs. Anchor the tops of the feet. Lift your shoulders. Shoulder blades come together, elbows come in, belly comes in. And as you inhale, you lift your back of your head, lift your heart. Maybe you keep going. You don't have to come up so high. It's about the lift of the chest, lift of the head. Be wherever you need to be here, wherever you are in your lift. One more breath. Good. Okay, and then we'll lower down. Tuck your toes under. And we'll press up, hands and knees. And then yogi's choice, a downward dog or child's pose, where you sit for a moment. It's all fine. Just staying in your flow, in your practice, in your breath. Good. Okay, one more breath. Back to hands and knees. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to move into a side plank, lungey kind of a thing. So let's say I'll take let's go into, let's do it from downward dog. We'll just go a quick dog. Bring your big toes to touch. We're going to step the left foot about halfway up your mat. Toes will turn out. I still have my blanket here. It's fine. And then you look at your right foot. And you're going to come onto the baby toe edge of that right foot. So you actually have to pick it up and plant it. Planting. The right hand can turn out a little bit. And then just anchor your hands. Feel, here, if I push that left foot down already, I can feel. And then if you're good, we're going to lift the left arm up. And you just be strong in everything touching the floor. Breathe into your strength, your capacity to open. One more breath. And then we'll release, hands to the floor, and we'll lift the right foot, come back onto the toes, step the left foot back, and go straight to the other side. So the right foot comes up about halfway, turns out. Then I look at my left foot, lift it up, come onto the baby toe edge. Maybe the left hand wants to turn out. And then you can just be here. Maybe this is your pose. Or you lift the arm, and you be here. You be what is present. Take one more breath. And then hands to the floor. Bring your feet back. Step back down with dog. Bring yourself forward into your plank. You can have your knees on the floor too. It's all fine. And then lower all the way down. And we're just going to rest on your tummy. So palm over palm, support your head. Feel your breath. And start to slow it down. Get one more breath in. Bring it out. Okay. So from here, guys, I'm going to go to Varasana, crocodile pose. So this is really about strengthening the upper back and the neck. So interlace the fingers, pop them behind your head, and lift your elbows. And that might be enough, but then I start to press the head into the hands, lift the elbows. The fingers are gripping, almost like they want to pull apart. That's going to lift the elbows a little more. You can lift your legs if you like. Breathe. Last breath. And then release and rest. Maybe change the placement of the hands. Really let go. You can even turn your heels out, big toes in a little bit. Yeah. Take one more full breath in. Breathe out. Okay. And take a little Sphinx interlude. And come back on the forearms. The other thing I'm going to say too, if you have back stuff, if the arms come forward a little bit, you lay down a little bit more, and it might take it out of your low back. So be playfully curious to what works for you. So the palms are down, fingers are spread, and the shoulders away from the ears. Press down from the shoulders to the elbows. Legs are extended. Take the belly in, almost like you're doing cat pose. Let your head drop, your jaw drop, your breath. And some of you might want to move your head a little bit in some way here. So be playfully curious. Draw the belly in a little more. It's going to lengthen the low back. Press the forearms down and forward. Good. Now to come out, I'm going to pull the forearms towards me so they're not moving. I'm just pulling it, and that's going to lengthen from the low back all the way. And then we'll lay down. Maybe the arms extended, full pranam, palms touch, head drops, breathe. I'm going to go over that little lift I did with the arms extended. So if this is present for you, then I anchor the baby finger edge of the hands to the floor and drag the floor towards me till the chest lifts. Then I really am anchoring those fingers, the baby finger edge of the hands to the floor. You know, I feel this in the back, it's happening. You can decide if that's good for you or not, and release. Okay, set up for Cobra, but we're not really going to do Cobra. I'm going to feel your legs, separate them apart if they're right together. Move the shoulders away from the ears and bend your left leg. We're going to take that left leg over to the right into the twist. So you just extend it. Maybe you turn your head to the right if that's available. Okay, and then reverse in a really nice slow way. So every movement is very fluid. Good. Okay, coming back to the right side. And from here, we're going to press up. So I'm just going to lift the chest, put the foot on the floor, and boom, I'm up. And I'm just going to shift myself. So you're up with the right foot in, left leg extended. Take your arms behind. Just take a moment. If you need to sit on something, you need to spin around like I did, do that. And then just breathe here. Okay, walk that right foot out, in, away. Feel, where can I be more connected through both sit bones. We're going to take twist. Okay, you might want to block. You don't need it. I'm just grabbing it because, sometimes if the arms are short, sometimes that lift gives you nice if you like. Okay, so we're going to keep the left hand behind, reach the right arm, and then start to turn to the left. A lean back sometimes is nice, gets everything out to move, and then either wrap, or if you want to go straight to the outside, that's fine. But no rush for any of it. So just turn. I'm really hugging this left knee in, and I'm letting my right leg extend. That means the right hip is going to move this way, and the left hip is just hugging back. Turn your head, drop your jaw. Breathe into the twist. Okay, here's the next part. This is totally optional. I'm going to take the right hand behind my back, and maybe I can even hold the top of the thigh here, but it doesn't need to happen. Even if the right hand just comes behind the back and you sit it on the floor, so you're opening the shoulder more, just explore. And inhale, and then gently release the twist, come back, adjust everything, and we're going to go second side. So the right hand stays down, maybe onto your block. The left arm's going to lift. And then we turn to the right. A lean back might be what you need. This time the elbow comes to the inside of the knee. And we turn. And be kind and compassionate. You could take that left hand and hold your heart. Okay. Now I'm going to take that right hand behind me a little bit more to open the right shoulder. Breathe. And notice if you feel any tension coming into the right hip crease maybe. Maybe you wiggle your right foot a little bit. Good. Inhale. And exhale and release. And then this time I'm going to drop that knee out. So if you need to prop up with a blanket or a block, prop it. You're good, you're good. And then just be in the upright for a moment. So the hips, your chest is facing almost the center of your pelvis, not over one leg or the other. And I do have the sole of the left foot into the right leg. Okay, Just going to anchor the right heel. Breathe. And we're going to start by folding forward inside. So as you're ready, just walk your hands and just go slow again. Feel where your body says, this is a good spot for me to just breathe. And you might get onto your forearms. And then we just kind of bring in that little bit of work we did in Sphinx. So if you're on your forearms, the shoulders move away from the ears, maybe your head can drop. Even if you're on the hands, the same thing. And just feel here how you can receive this offering of whatever it is that you're feeling underneath the right leg or anywhere else you might be feeling it. One more breath. I'm just going to walk myself over to this right leg. So the hands might come back a little bit. Right hand to the outside of the right leg, left hand to the outside of the inside. And then feel, do I need to come up more? Do I need to turn the chest? Just what do you need to do? So that you can start to walk yourself in over this leg in a really nice, kind, compassionate way. Whatever you feel happening, I want to see you. And then it's about the breath and the releasing. As your body opens, if you want to take the left hand over to the outside of the right leg, grab onto the outside of the foot, that's fine. But it's also not integral to the pose. This is about melting yourself over this leg, letting the leg open. Okay, find your softness. This shape, as well, I feel something underneath my right leg, so hopefully you do too. How can you integrate that? Almost like you want to hug those places, soften around them. Okay. Just take 2 more breaths to let your jaw go, the head even a little heavier if you can. And you'll walk yourself up. I'm just going to find that first position where the chest is facing the center. And just feeling in. Okay. I'm a Las Vegas showgirl or show person. Take the left hand down, turn the right foot, and you might even separate your parts a little bit so that you can come up onto your knee and you can reach up. You might even tuck the toes under here. I'm going to just realign that right foot and then stay here. If this is okay, maybe we're going to lift that right leg and be here into your strength. Yeah, that's it. Whatever you're doing, I honor it. Good. Okay, and then we'll release. I'm going to bring the knees together and come to sit. However this works, if it's stretch the legs in front, take a moment to integrate, to just be here. So you soften your gaze, maybe it's down the bridge of the nose, lift your heart. Okay, and we come back onto the belly. So maybe it's through downward dog, maybe it's through child's pose. So I'm going to go into downward facing dog, and I'm going to also lift the legs one at a time. You do that however you like, or just lie on your tummy. It's all fine. I'm going to bring the big toes to touch. I'm just going to lift the right leg up, press through the heel, push the left thigh away. Maybe even look at your left thigh, and then switch legs. And stretching. Oh, she's got a nice crack. Just like that. Good. Okay. And then I'm going to move into plank. I'm going to hold the plank for a moment. And then we'll lower all the way down. So if you're down already, that's great. If you're just getting there, rest. Breathe. Maybe it's a full offering. Say full pranam, just means offering. Arms straight, palms touch, maybe the head drops. But this is just an offering of getting as many parts on the floor as we can. Just ground in. And then if you like that lift, I anchor the baby finger edge of both hands, pull back with straight arms, lift, taking the belly in a little bit. It's all fine. Okay, set up for Cobra. You're not really going to Cobra. I'm just going to bend the right leg. We'll take it over to the left side. And then we're going to switch. So we are going to come up, move the left leg over to the right. And the right leg to the left. And this time with the right leg to the left, press the hands down, bring yourself up to sitting. Move as you need to. You need to be on your mat or you need a walk. Take the time. It's okay to shift, right? That's to shift, be open. Okay, and then just set up, find your place here. Maybe the foot needs to walk out, walk in, forward, feel, lift yourself up. Be in your stability of this. So not over to one side too much. So you can help that by walking the foot. And once you feel settled, you know, keep the left hand, I have to think, wait, this is my right hand. Right hand to the floor, left arm lifts. And then if you want to lean back as you turn, maybe that's helpful. And then we're going to grab this. So you can either hold it, wrap it. If you want to go to the whole go, that's fine. Just turn. Just be in the twist. Let the jaw go, the eyes soften. It's almost like you can feel your belly might be moving back. Maybe you feel the twist happening. And soften any way you can. And we'll inhale. And then to exhale, just slowly come out. Just be in the midpoint here. The second side. So left hand stays back, the right arm lifts. And turn to the left. You want to lean back. You might get more stuff. And then anchor elbow to knee. After the lean back, there's always a come up. Just to find that more crown of head balanced over sit bones action. But if it's more helpful for you to lean back, you're doing the work. And you could take that hand and just hold your heart or your belly or anything there that might take a little bit. We'll inhale, and exhale, come out, back to center. This time we move into this seated tree pose. Whatever works, okay? Prop up, honor, and then find the center so you're facing into the middle. Yeah. Take a breath in. And then as you're ready, you'll just very lovingly walk yourself into the center place. Not over the knee, not over the left leg. And just be very kind. Again, you can come onto the forearms. That's lovely. It doesn't really matter wherever you are on your hands, forearms, with the shoulders. See if you can release the head a little more. And just bathe yourself with your breath. Softening, acknowledging, loving. What is being offered to you right here and right now. We're going to move more over this left leg. So you might come all the way up or halfway up and just walk your hands now. So you might need to come up more and get the twist. Be cognizant of how can I get my chest over this left leg, and even if the left leg comes in. And then walking yourself out here, slowly feeling, receiving, and melting. Ultimately, just bathing yourself in this experience, in this moment, in this breath. And if this is a place of discomfort for you, just a great reminder that not forever, it's just for this moment. Just taking a few more breaths here. This is your invitation to melt more deeply any place you can. And then completely exhale. Begin your inhale and then walk yourself back up. And as we come up, we'll just take a moment in the center place. Move what you need to. Be here. Let your eyes, the softness in your eyes stay. You know where we're going here. Okay. Take the right hand out, adjust your legs, turn the foot, maybe bring the right arm in. Whatever you need to do, just find the lift. Tuck the toes under, move your legs. You don't have to stay as you are. Find what works. And then if you want to lift that leg just for extra, you go for that. Just be, smile. Okay. And then we'll just bring the knees together. Again, I'm going to sit. This time I'm going to tuck the toes under. That works. Great. If not, great. You're in it. Smiling and breathing. Okay, come back to forward fold exactly as you are. So just put the hands on the floor, lift the hips. And again, we're going to do this like not quite forward fold, so the hands are forward, not at the feet, and just find this rocking. If it's better for you to bend your knees, move your hips, and explore that. And if you feel a little playful, as I come back, I'm just going to take the hands off the floor and then just find that without banging into the floor. Nice movement. We'll just do this a few times. Either rocking forward and back, hanging out. We're doing this a little bit of this. Good. Okay. And then start to find the hips over the heels a little more. Melt in. Our next pose is going to be squat. So if you need your blocks, pull them in. You can always sit on your blocks. Be in your squat. All good. Or maybe it's here. If your knees are happier, or you're here. Okay, and then I'm just kind of open my knees out, bring the forearms inside and squeezing the knees in. And just anchoring the forearms, upper arms. Sorry, these are upper arms, these are forearms. Upper arms into the knees. Be wherever you need to be here. And if you need to sit, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to lift the arms up. That's the next part here. So this can be a lot though. I am dropping the tailbone. Be where you need to be. And then we're going to sit and stretch the legs out. So maybe you just keep pressing forward with your hands so the tush comes down nice and easy. And maybe it's a flop, and that's all fine. Okay, so if you want to sit on your blanket, stretch the legs out. Find your hands on the floor, lift your heart. We're going to take forward fold here with the legs straight. If it's better for you to bend them, you honor that. That releases the back. So if you need that, do it. Be here. And then start to walk yourself into this forward fold. Wherever you go. And if you feel like it's just dropping the head and being there, that's fine. Ultimately, what we want to have happen here is to let the legs soften to the floor. You're not pressing them, you're just feeling with the backs of your thighs, and the backs of the calves, the heels. And just melt in. Your knees are open, your legs are extended. And then just thinking, my knees are open. And sending the head as much as it will allow you to. Let the neck go. And you can close your eyes. And let the pose unfold with the breath. Whatever your shape is, You're doing good work. This is one of those poses you can feel everything that's happening here. It can be very intense. So now if you need to back out a little bit, you gift yourself permission. And if you can go deeper and release into it, gift yourself permission. You're here for another few breaths. You can explore all of that. Take maybe 2 more breaths. Slowly walk yourself back upright, and I'm just going to lean back a little bit with the hands just so I get a little bit of wrist here. You move your legs. Just let everything come back slowly. Okay, we're going to move into your seat of choice. I'm going to sit in Varasana, either cross-legged on your bolster. We're just going to do a little bit of neck and head, our back of neck massage. So sit whatever works for you in a nice, comfortable way. Let's find a nice long spine. Okay, I'm going to turn my palms down and do whatever you like. You'll lengthen and then let the chin drop. And we're just going to start to roll the head. Going back, you might just go from ear to ear, you feel. And go slow so we don't get dizzy. I really want all of that cracking and popping that I think we're all hearing to just be acknowledged and released. So just a few times, circling nice and slow. Don't get dizzy. You need to open your eyes, do that. And as you finish this rotation you're on, chin comes down, maybe pause for a moment, soften your eyes, lift your heart, and then move to the second or the opposite direction. So I'll say it again, taking the head all the way back is a lot. Sometimes we have some neck stuff, so just move in a way that is healthy for you, also releasing. Okay, and the next time your chin comes down, you're going to keep your head down. Just take all the fingertips to the third eye space. Your thumbs goes to choice. They don't have to come. And then holding the center of your forehead with your fingertips, let the head drop, jaw drop. Feel the pressure. Fingers are pressing into the space. You're going to use the fingers to lift the head back up. And then release your hands, pause. Good. Okay, let's take the hands behind the head and just mush behind your neck, just mush. And you can mush all the way down to the shoulders. You know what to do here. Just give it a little bit of love. We're going to do the sides of the neck, these places we hold tension. Just breathe and massage. Good. Okay. Let's do one more little mushy mush wherever you can touch. And then release your hands, pause. Okay, so from here, friends, we're going to come to lie on the back. So and we're going to move into Shavasana from there. So if you need to put on your socks or whatever else you do, we're going to, before we go into Shavasana, we're going to lift the hips onto a block. Okay, so I'm going to put a blanket down for the head. And if you like a bolster for Shavasana, you could put it in now, even as I say, we're going to go onto a block first. Okay, so if I have everything down there, and then we'll just bend the knees, feet to the floor. Pause for a moment, and if you need to hug your knees in or windshield wiper, feel, okay, what would feel good for me? And then when you're ready, you'll lift the hips and you put the sacrum on the block, lowest height, second height, highest height, whatever you like, whatever feels good. This is just to ground. This is like you're upside down. And depending on how high you have the block, so notice what you're looking at. Where's your gaze? And if you're high on the block, you're looking into your own heart. As my palms are up, arms are out. I'm just gonna melt into this, nothing fancy. Let the thighs relax. If you're on lower height and you want to stretch your legs out, that's fine. Thighs, let me see. Oh, that's nice too. Have the bolster there, so that's kind of nice. And whatever it is, just let the heart be heavy, back of your head heavy. And just take maybe 2 or 3 more breaths. And as I say that, if you want to play, you take the time. If you want to lift your legs up or open your legs wide or whatever you like to do here, then do that. If you had some back stuff, maybe if you go on the lowest height and you hug one knee in, extend the other leg, that sometimes is a nice little back release. So if you want to play, play. And if you're ready to just settle into Shavasana, that's fine. Okay, once you come off your block, though, take a moment or two. Again, say, oh, do I need to windshield wiper, hug my knees in? What do I need? Oh, beautiful. I love it. Yeah, whatever it is, you honor yourself by really listening. Okay, I'm just settling into Shavasana. I'm just going to cover my eyes. I'm just going to have a few minutes of rest, not optimal, but that's what it is. So take it, drop in as quick as we can. The supportive flora that we have been honoring and feeling into this entire practice. So this is the first time we're lying on our back. Melting what you can, softening your thoughts. And bringing your attention to your breath. If you need this, then this is for you. You think, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. You can just stay with that mantra for as long as you need it. Just keep your awareness very present to your rest. Scanning and noticing any place you can be a little heavier. Release something that you're holding on to. Physically, mentally. And just be in the flow of your breath for these next few moments. You feel your entire body being breathed, even if it's just in your imagination. And then feeling, if you want to stay in your rest for as long as we close out this class, that's beautiful. If you're ready to begin some movement, then again, just do that very gently and cognitively. Feel yourself gently awaken. I'm going to stretch the arms over the head like that's how we open class. Now we're lying down. Just take a few moments with your arms extended, legs extended. And then from that grounding place, we'll bend the knees, place the feet on your bolster on the floor. And then either stay here for a few moments or bring the knees into your chest. And we'll rock a little bit side to side just to, again, ground in this grounding practice. As you're ready to roll to your side and just rest there for a few breaths. That's comfortable. And then from the softness, from the grounding, you rise back. Yes, or not. If you're staying lying down, that's beautiful too. Okay, and then just sit for a few moments, just feel. And when you feel ready, inhale to lengthen. And exhale, bring these hands either together at your heart or onto your heart. One on hand, a belly, heart, whatever you need to honor right now. And to hold whatever needs to be held. And to this friend, we'll lengthen nice and tall, lift your chin. And exhale this breath. And we'll seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra in one inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. Inhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, breathe into your hands. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Om Shanti, Om Peace. And lifting your chin and opening your eyes and offer this to yourself and then offer it out. And to each other, we honor each other. Yes. And then you get to take that back, right? Even though it's just visual and it's real. So beautiful to have so many of you here today. Thank you guys and welcome. And I don't know why I said welcome. Welcome to your day. Welcome to your day. May this guide you and set your day nice. So much love. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you, everybody.